Everybody asking how we doing, say we good. Don't need no one to tell me how to live just like they would. It ain't their business, but they in it, I don't know why. Revolved around my life after I found another.
Good day everyone, I am Jasmine T. Alinyabon, Group 10 Presenter. So the title of our report is about professional correspondence. So first, let's define what is professional correspondence, and after that, my group mates will be discussing with you the types of professional correspondence. So what is professional correspondence? Professional correspondence refers to the exchange of formal communication between individual or organization in a businesses or professional setting. This type of communication can take various forms, including emails, letter, memo, reports, and other written documents. If you may ask, what is the importance of professional correspondence and why do we need to learn to compose professional correspondence? Well, the importance of professional correspondence lies in its ability to convey information, requests, inquiry, and responses in a clear, respectful, and professional manner. It is important to us to learn how to compose a professional correspondence because the ability to communicate professionally is an essential part of the job search process. So, there are 5 reasons why effective professional correspondence is important. The first one is professional image. It helps to maintain a positive and professional image of individuals and organizations by demonstrating attention to detail, respects, and professionalism in written communication. The second one is clarity and precision. It ensures that information is conveyed accurately and clearly so that it reducing the likelihood of misunderstanding and misinterpretations. The third one is building and maintaining relationships. It plays a crucial role in building and maintaining professional relationships with clients, colleagues, and other stakeholders. The fourth one is legal and record. Keeping purposes professional correspondence often serves as a legal record of agreements, decisions, and transactions, providing a reference point in case of dispute or misunderstandings. The last one, of the fifth one, is communications of policies and procedures. It is used to communicate organizational policies, procedures, and important information to employee and other stakeholders.
Business letter is a letter which is used by organizations to communicate in a professional way with customers, other companies, clients, shareholders, and investors. Business letter uses formal language and a specific format. Let's proceed to formal business letter. A formal business letter is used primarily to request or provide information, to relate a deal, to bring or continue conversation, or to discuss prior negotiation. A business letter can be classified as private. However, it is typically not circulated to others, but rather meant for the eyes of the participant involved. Therefore, a formal business letter needs to be clear, focused, and to the point. Common types of business letters. Inquiry. Inquiry letters are written for the purpose of asking for something from the recipient. Inquiries can be sent as a formal business letter or as an email. Next, request. A business request letter is one you send in the course of your work to request something from another business. Your letter might be straightforward and direct, or you might be writing a persuasive letter to encourage the recipient to take a certain action. Next, complaint letters are usually sent by consumers to businesses when they are unhappy with a product. Businesses may also occasionally need to write a complaint letter. For example, an employee may be asked to write a complaint letter on behalf of a company who is dissatisfied with a product. Next, a letter of recommendation is a letter written on behalf of an applicant by someone who can vouch for that person's education or professional performance. This letter is typically sent to an admissions officer or hiring manager considering a candidate for admission, employment, or a scholarship. Next, resignation. A resignation letter is a formal document submitted by an employee to their employer, notifying them of their intention to leave the organization. It serves as a written confirmation of the employee's decision to terminate their employment voluntarily.
Good day, everyone. I am Tisha Kate TSS and I'll be discussing the importance of email etiquette in the workplace. As we all know, email has become a primary mode of communication in most organizations, and it's crucial that we understand the best practices to ensure effective and professional communication. Let's start by discussing the key elements of composing effective professional emails. First, the subject line. The subject line should be clear, concise, and informative, helping the recipient understand the purpose of the email at a glance. Here are the examples. The requesting feedback on a quarterly report and on a quarterly report, which is the generic subject line. As you can see, requesting feedback on quarterly report subject line is better because it provides clarity on the purpose of the email, meaning the recipient understands you are requesting feedback on a quarterly report. Also, it includes more relevant details and context, making the email's importance and required action clear. It also helps the recipient prioritize the email and understand that a response or action is expected from them. In contrast, the generic quarterly report subject line lacks these informative details, requiring the recipient to open the email to understand the context and its purpose. So clearly, this shows that the more specific subject line leads to more efficient and effective communication. Next, the greeting. Always use a professional salutation such as dear or hello. Avoid overly casual greetings like hey or what's up. When it comes to the body of the email, organize your message in a clear and logical manner. Use short paragraphs and bullet points to make the content easy to read and understand. Maintain a professional and courteous tone throughout the email, and avoid using slang, emojis, or overly casual language. You should also include a proper signature at the end of the email with your full name, job title, and contact information. Next is the tone and language consideration. Avoid using all capital letters as this can be perceived as shouting. Be mindful of your word choice and avoid language that could be interpreted as rude, sarcastic, or unprofessional. It's also crucial to proofread your emails carefully to ensure there are no spelling or grammar errors. Remember, your email reflects your professionalism and attention to detail. And lastly, the final aspect of email etiquette is responding promptly and appropriately. It aims to respond to emails within a reasonable time frame, typically within 1 to 2 business days. If you need more time to provide a comprehensive response, acknowledge the email and let the recipient know when they can expect a full reply. When responding, address all the key points raised in the original email and provide clear and concise answers. If the email requires a more detailed or complex response, consider scheduling a meeting or a phone call to discuss the matter further.
Memo writing. A memo, short for memorandum, is a brief written message used for communication within an organization. In short, a memo is a short written message used in organization to convey important information internally. It brief, structured, and formal, typically used for updates, announcement, or directives. Purpose of memo writing. Communication efficiency. Memos streamline communication within an organization, conveying information quickly and directly. Documentation. Memos serve as written records of decision, policies, or instruction. Structure of memo writing. First is header. Header contains essential information such as recipients, sender, date, and subject. Second one is opening. Opening briefly introduces the purpose of the memo. Third is body. Body present the main content providing details, instruction, or announcement. The fourth, closing, concludes the memo often with a call to action or summary of next steps. Formatting of a memo writing. Font and size. Use a professional font like Arial or Times New Roman, and the size is 11 or 12. Alignment. Keep the text left justified for readability. Bullet points or lists. Use these for clarity and organization. Emphasis. Use bold or italics promptly to highlight important points. Layout of memo writing. Header, position at the top containing essential details. Body, follow the header presenting the main content. Closing, position below the body wrapping up the memo. Effective memo writing. First is clarity. Use straightforward language to ensure the message is easily understood. Second one is relevance. Tailor the content to recipients and the purpose of the memo. Third, engagement. Write in a tone that encourages attention and action if needed. Structure. Organize information logically to aid comprehension. The last one is proofreading. Check for errors in grammar, spelling, and punctuation before sending.
Good day, everyone. I am Arabella Maydagoy, and I will be discuss the report writing. The report writings involves the systematic presentation of information, findings, or recommendation on particular topic or issue. Means report writing is the process of conveying information in a structured format for a specific audience. It involves presenting findings, analysis, and recommendation based on research of observation. Types of professional reports. First is analytical reports. These reports aim to provide details, analysis, and recommendation based on data or research. Second one is research report. Research reports document the process, findings, and conclusion of a research study. Third is progress report. Progress reports are used to update stakeholders on the status of a project including accomplishment, challenge, and next step. Number 4, investigative report. Investigative reports details findings from investigation into specific incidents such as workplace accidents or policies violation. Report structure and organization. Title page. The title page includes essential information such as report title, author's name, date of publication, and any relevant affiliation or organization. Table of contents. The table of contents lists the section and subsection of the reports along with their corresponding page number to help readers navigate the document easily. Executive summary. The executive summary provides a concise overview of the report's main points, findings, and recommendations. Introduction. The introduction set the stage for the report by providing background information stating the purpose and outlining the scope of the report. Methodology. The methodology section describes the research methods or approach used to gather data for report. Findings. The findings section presents the main result and analysis of a research or investigation. Discussion. The discussion section interprets the findings, discuss their implication, and may explore potential limitation of area for further research. Conclusion. The conclusion summarizes the key points of the reports and may offer recommendation or suggestion for future action. Recommendation. The recommendation section provides actionable suggestions based on the findings of the report. Reference. The reference section lists all source sites in the report. Techniques for effective report writing. First, know your audience. Tailor the report to the needs and expectations of the intended readers considering their level of expertise and interest. Second one, clarity and consistency. Use clear, straightforward language and avoid unnecessary technical jargon to ensure the report is accessible to all readers. Third, logical organization. Present information in a logical sequence with a clear transition between sections to guide readers through the report. Use visual aid. Incorporate tables, graphs, and charts to illustrate key findings and trends. Proofreading and editing. Review the report for errors in grammar, punctuation, and formatting to ensure clarity and professionalism. Follow guidelines. Adhere to any formatting or style guidelines provided by the organization or industry standard to maintain consistency and professionalism. Objectivity. Present finding objectively supported by evidence and avoid bias or subjective opinions to maintain credibility and trustworthiness. Review and feedback. This is the last. Seek feedback from colleges or supervisor to identify areas for improvement and ensure the reports meets the needs of its intended audience. That's all. Thank you.
Good day everyone, my name is Jurel G. Diputado. So let's tackle about presentation and meeting correspondence. What is the purpose of presentation and meeting correspondence in our main topics, which is professional correspondence? The purpose of presentation and meeting correspondence is to facilitate effective communication, collaboration, and decision-making within organization. Certainly, here is a summary of the different types of presentation and meeting correspondence. Invitation letters and emails. This should be clear, concise, and professional. Include the event details, purpose, and invites. Request a response by specific date. Next one. Follow-up correspondence after meetings. Recap the discussion, decision made, and action items. Set the agenda for future steps and invite additional input if needed. And the last one, thank you notes and acknowledgements. Express appreciation for someone's time, effort, or contribution. Be specific about what you are thanking them for and the impact it had. That's all. Thank you.
Ethical considerations refers to the principles, values, and guidelines that dictate what is morally right or acceptable in a particular situation. In professional correspondence, ethical considerations are important to maintain trust, respect, and integrity in communication. So, moving on, here are some examples of ethical considerations: confidentiality and privacy, avoiding bias and discrimination, and maintaining professionalism. So, what is confidentiality and privacy? Confidentiality is the principle of protecting sensitive information from unauthorized access, disclosure, or use. Privacy refers to the right of individuals to control the access, use, and disclosure of their personal information. But confidentiality and privacy are essential for maintaining trust, protecting sensitive information, and preserving professional relationships and reputations. Also, what is avoiding bias and discrimination? Avoiding bias refers to the practices of making decisions, forming opinions, or engaging in actions without being influenced by personal prejudices, stereotypes, or unfair assumptions. Avoiding discrimination means that individuals are treated fairly and equitably regardless of their race, gender, age, or sexual orientation. And lastly, maintaining professionalism. Maintaining professionalism refers to the individual with integrity, respect, and competence in all professional interaction and settings. It involves embodying core values, behaviors, and skills that contribute to ethical, respectful, and effective professional conduct. Technological advancement in professional correspondence refers to integration of various digital tools and technologies to enhance the efficiency, speed, and effectiveness of communication in the information exchange in a professional setting. The uses of technological advances in professional correspondence. Digital collaboration. Businesses use online tools and cloud platforms to work together even when team members are in different locations. Electronic approvals. Documents can now be signed and approved digitally without the need for printing and physical signatures. Automated responses. Intelligent chatbots and virtual assistants can handle routine customer inquiries automatically, providing quick responses.
Let's proceed to the best practices and strategies. A best practice is a standard or set of guidelines that is known to produce good outcomes if followed. Best practices are related to how to carry out a task or configure something. A strategy helps business leaders define their business, gives it a set of values and purpose. Proofreading and editing. Proofreading is carefully checking for errors in a text before it is published or shared. It is the very last stage of the writing process. When you fix minor spelling and punctuation mistakes, formatting issues, and inconsistencies. Editing is the process of selecting and preparing written, visual, audible, or cinematic material used by a person or an entity to convey a message or information. Proofreading and editing are essential steps in the writing process. They ensure that your work is free of errors and is clear and concise. Next is maintaining consistency in branding and style. Consistency in branding and style is the process of creating and maintaining a unified brand identified and message across all your marketing channels. When companies generate a consistent customer experiences, trust and clarity are established with customers, enabling them to recognize a brand quickly and understand what makes it unique.